afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Welcome along, it is the Monday community run. We're ready to rock and roll. Victoria is here, but she's doing a different run. She's actually doing Tour of Watopia tonight. Oh, I haven't put chat on. Bear with me, I'll have to get chat up and running so that I can see what you're all saying this evening. Welcome along, Amy Green, Theo, John Shaw is in the run, Jackie Ramos is there, Amanda Allison is running tonight. Hello, Amanda. McCann from Canada is there. Who else have we got? Is that Tina Beard running? Hello, everybody. So let me just get chat up so I can see what you're all saying. We're doing 10k. It's the Monday community run, 4 times round the New York Reservoir in Central Park. Oh, actually, I don't know if you are on. I don't know if Victoria's just been speaking. Could you hear her? That's the big question. Nearly there. Stopped. I've stopped. I've been off the treadmill too long and I've stopped. I'll catch you all up. Come on, treadmill. Let's get going. Ah. Yeah, I'll catch you all up in a second. Bear with me. Good evening, Darren. Good evening, Amanda. Good evening, Tina. Good evening, Jonathan Perkin. Good evening, Amy Green. All watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch. Nice to have you with us this evening. I am still getting everything sorted. Bear with me. Need to just make sure Victoria's microphone is on and working. Talk.
Testing, 1, 2, 1,
okay,
2.
Okay. No. Try now.
Testing, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, where's he gone then? Oh, don't tell me we've frozen. Please don't tell me the live stream is frozen.
Yeah.
I can still see chat, by the way. Can you guys let us know if the live stream has frozen for you? Because it's frozen for us.
Darren is asking about the time difference.
Yeah, Darren says the background noise, you can hear background noise. Amanda says the live stream hasn't frozen for her. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep going like this and see how it turns out. I'm hoping... Jonathan says the live stream is still okay. So for us, the live stream has actually frozen. The whole screen has frozen. Oh, now it's come back. Okay, now you should be able to hear Victoria.
Hello everyone. I hope you're all well. Happy Monday.
Except we've got the background noise, haven't we? So I do still need to deal with the background noise. Oh dear. What a start. What a start to the run. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Change.
Darren wants you to mute my microphone to stop the background.
I'm trying to fix it at the moment, Darren. We have got some software that should make this work, but it's taking its time to sort itself out. So yeah, we might have to switch Victoria's microphone off. It doesn't want to work at the moment. Why is it not? Why is it not?
We'll turn it off. We can just share one.
Okay. Right, push it out of the way then. Right, so we're going to go back to the original one microphone, and I shall have to push it to Victoria so she can talk, which I'll do now so that I can speed up and catch the gang.
I'm sure he deliberately did that in hope that he could mute me forever. So I have had a 2-week break from running. I did Park Run on Saturday and I'm doing stage 5 tonight. Just trying to catch up. But it really is good to be back on Zwift. Though I am still feeling utterly fatigued. Stephen, in answer to Darren's question about the time difference of tonight's run, will next week be back to the old time? But Darren, Stephen has absolutely no idea when Zwift will change the time zones.
Darren, we have this every year and have done. No, is it twice a year we have this? Every year for the past 7 years. Since Zwift started, every year the time zone changes between the UK and the States make absolutely no sense and confuse everybody for at least 2 weeks. And it's the same again. I've no idea whether this run will now stay at 7:30 or next week whether it'll go back to 6:30. I have no idea.
Okay, so Darren understands, but he would actually be able to run if it was at this time. And this time of evening is better for me, Darren, as well. I take Ellis to the track on a Monday evening, so I'm never back in time for 6:30. Stephen, Tina has said... He's not listening, Tina. Stephen, Tina says the 500 tomorrow is at 10:35.
Okay. Right, apparently the Film My Run 500 tomorrow is at 10:35, which is an hour earlier than usual. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to go on and say, so what's confusing, therefore, is Film My Run 500 is an hour earlier than usual. This is an hour later than usual. What the heck is going on? This is why it's so ridiculous. And it also means tomorrow morning I have to get out of bed earlier. Normally, I can stroll out of bed at 11:15, jump on the treadmill. Tomorrow, I'll have to get up a whole hour earlier.
Slight exaggeration there, Mr. C. On a Tuesday, our son starts school early, so he has to get up early on a Tuesday.
Right. Katya, hello. Says, what's going on here? Run faster. This is Zwift, by the way. It's a game, a computer game, that you can run on your laptop or your iPad or your iPhone. And we run on treadmills in real life, in real time, with people from all over the world. In fact, I'm going to press a button. If we've got new people watching, check this out.
It's so easy to get set up with Zwift Running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift Pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world.
Good evening, Anthony. Says, evening, everybody. Hope you all had a good, dry weekend. Well, Victoria and I did a couple of runs at the weekend, park run on Saturday morning, and then we had a fun run league race on Sunday. And during both of those runs, it poured down with rain for at least some of the run. So we did not have a completely dry weekend, but it was fun nonetheless. We enjoyed it. Hello, Carl. So Carl says, how much calibrating does Stride need for a treadmill? That's a very, very good question. So I don't use a Stride anymore. We've got the smart treadmills here which connect direct to Zwift. However, I have used different Stride foot pods for many, many years, and each one demands a different calibration for Zwift. They're not all the same, and you will very rarely be able to match up with your treadmill speed. I'm not going to go into all the ins and outs and the arguments of accuracy and all this, but you'll almost always find that your Stride foot pod measures slightly slower than your treadmill speed. And there are arguments to and for and against how accurate the Stride actually is. Anyway, it does need some calibrating usually, and you can usually get it fairly close. but it will always tend to be slightly slower than your treadmill display is saying. Tina says she managed a dry 10 miles on Saturday. Well done, Tina. Anthony says you're lucky. Darren says, have you noticed the upgraded Zwift graphics? He says, I rode on the new expansion earlier today. It's so good. Well, we'll be running on the new expansion tomorrow during the Tour of Watopia, which we'll be doing at 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time. So come and join us for that, and we'll have a look and see what the new graphics look like. They are using a different engine, I think, aren't they, for some of Zwift now. Yeah, John Shaw says, woohoo, new expansion, yes. New 19 kilometres rather, of new road on the south side of the Epic Com. So you need to go through the jungle and round the back of the Epic Com, and you'll find the south coast of Watopia. Yeah, so we can run on there. No new route achievement badges, unfortunately, for runners, which is a real shame. But at least we have some new roads to explore, and we'll start exploring them tomorrow.
Anthony, he says, how is Victoria? I'm good, thank you. I've had 2 weeks break from running. I have had a busy race calendar, as you know, and I've been suffering from accumulative fatigue. I have to respect that I need to rest and recover properly. But it's really good to be back on Zwift. So I'm doing a nice steady, I think it's about 10 or so K tonight. Gently easing myself back in. Anthony says I'm doing Temple Trek tomorrow. Apparently that's what I'm doing now.
So if you look up, you see new roads?
I can't really tell if it's new roads or not. Jeff says evening slackers. Hello, Mr. Partridge. I'm pleased to report I can now get my trainers on. My foot still looks a mess from that nonsense taping malarkey, but I am back. Amanda says, take it easy, Victoria. Yeah, Amanda, I really have got to. It is strange, though, when you don't run for 2 weeks. And it wasn't due to injury. Anthony says, good to rest every now and again. Good to have you back. Thank you very much. Tina is now coding Jeff. Calling us slackers, Jeff.
Darren says, a steady run soon, Stephen. So, yeah, so my situation, Darren, is that I'm taking it easy in November, relaxing, recovering, and then I'm starting marathon training in December. So we'll start a full 16-week marathon training block in December, and I would love to get back to doing some good old tempo 10Ks, maybe some, we can get some sub 40 10Ks, some 20-minute 5Ks under the belt before Christmas. That would be great. So let's organise that. Jeff Partridge says, slackers, he did his run commute today. Darren says his right leg is currently underpronating. Oh, how can he see your right? Are you saying your right leg is underpronating or Victoria's right leg is underpronating? Or my right leg, maybe. Amy says, I'm not sure I could not run for 2 weeks. But then, I don't rest properly. Amy, you are always running, whether it's outdoors or on Zwift. I see you constantly doing something. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's exactly what Amy's trying to say, that she couldn't not run for 2 weeks.
John Shaw's on. John says, I'm back at 21-minute 5Ks now, but it's not been easy. He says, building back after knee injuries. Well done, John. Good work. Let's get it under 20 minutes now, shall we? Oh, I've got the grey shoes. Yeah, you're looking at me from the top-down view, Darren. You're saying I'm underpronating. Yeah, probably. I've got the big, thick soles on my shoes. Oh, yeah. We've got the same model, me and Victoria, but mine are definitely grey. Amy's second run of the day today, says Tina. Tina's been keeping an eye on what Amy's doing. We, by the way, are coming up to 3.5 kilometres in, 20-odd minutes run in the Monday Community Run. And we've got a little gang together. Theo Heldorn, Amy, Jonathan, Amanda, Tina, John Shaw, all running together. Mako is about a minute behind. Jackie Ramos is a couple of minutes behind. McCann is a couple of minutes behind. Weiss from Switzerland is about 40 seconds ahead. Bennett is a minute ahead. Jeff Partridge is on his sofa with a heart rate of 45 BPM, probably.
In answer to Jeff's question, yes, I did see the photo of Chris Gardner's foot. I don't want to see anything like that. Again, it really did look horrendous. So whilst I've been resting and trying to recover from my busy race schedule, I gave myself permission to be a little bit reckless and take out a bank loan. Something that doesn't sit easy with me, but I decided to follow my heart and not my head, and I've made the purchase of a van. Enjoy your dinner, Anthony. See you soon. Yes, Mr. Partridge, you have heard me correctly. I am the proud, happy owner of a van. It's not quite perfect, but we've got one. You're going to tell me off. I can't tell you. And at the moment, it only has 2 berths. So either the kids have to sleep outside on the grass, or Stephen and I have to. I got a sneaky suspicion Tina already knew. I've got a transporter, 2 berth, 4 seats. It's a panel van, but it was never used as a work van. Yeah, 2 berth is big enough for me, I'm not sure it's big enough for a family of 4. Jeff, I knew you were going to tell me off, and I am not answering that question. Jeff, I know you're correct, but sometimes in life you just have to follow your heart. And I've had one hell of a year trying to complete the Centurion Grand Slam, and that is my present to myself. A nice bank loan.
Jackie Ramos says, congratulations to Stephen and Victoria. Build a bed in the heights, says Jackie. Yeah, we're currently trying to decide what the best way forward is. Whether we have a tent on the top of the van, whether we put a tent at the side of the van, or whether we get a pop top built into the van. A lot of people are trying to talk us out of getting the pop top, and we are slowly kind of coming round to the argument that maybe a pop top isn't the most sensible solution. What we're having to deal with mould and things like that, and it's easily broken and needs repairing and all that stuff. But I'm not overly keen on a tent at the side either, because I think that limits where we can go. So it looks like a tent on the top of the van is the current number one solution. There you go. Jeff Partridge says, whatever you do, don't get a pop top. So a lot of people are saying that to us. So I think we are almost convinced that we are not going to get a pop top. So it's one of the other solutions. Or we just wait until the kids are grown up, and then me and Victoria can just go on adventures by ourselves and leave the kids at home, or leave the kids at university.
Amanda says, welcome to the club. Thank you very much, Amanda. I was very envious of you last year with your van. Jeff says, pros and cons with all solutions, but awning suited us for the last 4 years. Yeah, and also I think with growing teenagers, I'm not sure they would both want to sleep up in that roof.
Jackie Ramos says, how does it work with a pop-top tent in the... So there are two solutions. So our van currently has a normal roof on it. But what you can do is you can basically cut a hole in the roof, and they attach a tent to the top, and when you want to sleep in it, you push up and the tent opens up as an extra space in the roof of the van. The other solution is to not cut a hole in the van and buy what's called a roof tent, which is basically exactly what it says. It's just a tent that you climb up on the roof, and when you want to drive away, you collapse the tent down and it just stays on the roof in its collapsed position, and then when you park, you put the tent up. Jeff Partridge says it is hard to get on the roof when you're pissed. The thing is, I'm not sure how often our 13-year-old children would get pissed, so I'm not sure that applies.
Amanda said, what about tent box? Yes, I've been looking at tent box and also Decathlon. Darren says it's useless to own a van in Malta. So Amanda saw plenty of tent boxes whilst travelling in the summer. Interesting. And that was on top of vans, not just cars, I assume. Indeed, Jeff, our children won't be 13 forever.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They will be 13 forever. They're never leaving. We're consigned to having moody teenagers for the rest of our lives. That's what it feels like.
Amanda saw tent boxes both on cars and vans. So for anyone not in the know, I believe Tent Box is the #1 brand in the UK. Darren, it would be lovely for you to visit us. Double live stream, Darren, you and Stephen in shed quarters. You're always welcome.
Right, John Shaw has finished. We've hit 5k. That's it for John. He's done for the day. Well done, John. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon. So we're 30 minutes in with just under 30 minutes to go of our 10k run on the Monday community run. I don't know how far Victoria's in on her tour of Watopia run. Do you know? Can you see how far you are? Right, so Victoria is 8, nearly 9k into her run. So Victoria should be running on the new roads right now. I might just nick Victoria's iPad and put it up to the camera so you can see. That's a bizarre way of doing it, I know, but let's see if I can do that for a laugh. Oh right, this actually looks like the Mayan bit. In fact, I'm not sure she is. That's Victoria. I think Victoria's still on the Mayan bridge in the jungle. So she may not even have reached Temple Trek yet. But anyway, that's where Victoria is currently. Yeah, I think you're all right. Right, 4.7k left to go. We've done 32 minutes of running. We've got 2 more loops left of the reservoir here in Central Park, New York. Live on Zwift, live on the Zwift Run channel. Yeah, Darren, Victoria's already said this, but yeah, Darren, it'd be absolutely awesome if you came over to the UK. Have you considered Brighton Marathon or Brighton 10k? Because we'd love to have you over for that. And we, do you know what? If we can organise it, it'd be great to have a little crowd of people come and visit the shed quarters, because we really aren't very far away from Brighton. So any of you guys who've signed up for the Brighton Marathon or the Brighton 10k, which is on April the 7th next year, we could do a little coffee evening or a little drinks afternoon over here at shed quarters. You can all see where we broadcast from and have a little look at the setup we've got here. We'd be absolutely delighted for you to come and say hello. Or not, says Victoria. If you don't want to come, that's fine. I don't think we could accommodate hundreds of you, but you know, a small smattering of people for drinks, we'd be quite happy to have you. It would mean that a few of you could have a look at where this thing is broadcast from. Very few people have actually seen it. 7th of April, by the way, next year, for the 10K and the marathon. Tina Beard has already booked. Amy Green has already booked. We have a good list of around 20 people who have expressed an interest in next year. And I think we've got about 6 or 7 people already signed up. So if we can get a few more, that would be awesome. Yes, Darren, we could even do a live Zwift run together. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, Victoria's already said that.
Keep up, Stephen.
Sorry.
I've got a feeling he never listens to what I say.
Sometimes I think that I don't actually listen to what Victoria says.
Amy says, are you sure that you run new roads on number 5? I've got no idea where I'm meant to be running. I've only done 1 and 2 and haven't been paying attention.
What? Amy Green says, are you certain that you run the new roads on number 5? It's when you do Temple Trek. So Temple Trek is the new road, but I think it only goes on a little bit of the new road. Unless we've chosen the wrong one to do. Let me just have another little look at what Victoria's doing. No, I won't take it away from you. I'll just look at it. Yeah, I think Victoria is running the new roads right now. Right, okay, Paul Deering says he did stage 5 earlier. He says, I'm fairly sure there were no new roads. Tina Beard says Temple Trek is number 5. It has a 4K lead-in. I think Victoria is currently at 9 point something K, and I think she is currently on a new road. I don't recognise it, but I'm happy to be corrected. Yeah, we heard about that, Jeff. Jeff says, apparently I did number 5 last week. That was definitely a glitch in the system, Jeff. I don't know where that came from. Right, Darren says he's tempted to do the marathon, but 10K is more realistic. Yeah, just come over and do the 10K. I think Tina Beard is signed up for Brighton 10K, so come over and do that. So yeah, we will start Brighton marathon training in January on Zwift. We will have some specific Brighton marathon training sessions, interval sessions and long runs starting in January. As long as I can get my Zwift contact to set the runs up, which she has done for the last 2 years with the Paris marathon training sessions. So hopefully we can get that set up again. That'd be awesome. We are 6.2 kilometres in to the community run, 3.8 to go. 37.5 minutes run so far. Heart rate for me is 132, so comfortable in zone 2 at the moment. Amanda is off. She says, that's all for me, gang. See you soon. Thanks, Amanda. Take care. See you soon. Bye, Amanda. Thank you very much for all the advice on camper van tents and camper van tops and all sorts. We will still have discussions about it and decide, but I'm very excited anyway that we've got an ultra van and we can now fight with Jeff Partridge about who's got the best van and crash into each other deliberately and push each other off cliffs in Cornwall. Oh, Victoria says no, apparently we're not going to do that.
You put one scratch on my van, Mr. C, and it's divorce.
Oh, Victoria, you threaten divorce with everything. If I don't do the washing up, you threaten divorce. I don't know where I'm coming or going half the time.
I know exactly where he's going.
Oh, she is hilarious. My wife, the comedian. Just because you've done the Grand Slam, just because you've done 4 100-milers in a year. Oh yeah, and Boston Marathon. I don't know if you guys have seen my video that I released a couple of days ago about UTMB and a big controversy that's happened this week. There will be a follow-up video. Well, I'm allowed to say that I've had conversations with some of the people from UTMB and Ironman who came back to me after that video to put their side of the story. So I will be telling you in a video in the next couple of days what they said to me. So it's been very interesting, but it's definitely a topic of big debate at the moment about big corporations, big companies like Ironman, UTMB, monopolising the sport, taking over and pushing out smaller events and local running companies. And there'll be an ongoing debate, I'm sure, for years to come, but it has reached a little bit of a head this week. So if you haven't seen my video from a couple of days ago, go and watch that. And then there'll be an update video in a couple of days as well, giving UTMB and Ironman's side of the story. Oh, Jeff Partridge, I like your style. Jeff Partridge says it's not a proper ultra van without a few scratches. I think you're going to have to argue that point with Mrs. C, to be honest with you.
Yeah. One scratch and he's out.
I know what side my bread's buttered, Jeff, and I'm taking care of that van, believe you me. I know who's in charge deep down in this relationship, and it's not me, let's put it that way. Yeah, Jeff says lots of UTMB bashing going on this week after Gary Robbins went public with his complaints about what happened to his race. Yeah, I mean, there are two sides to every story. I do feel very sorry for Gary Robbins. And, yeah, like I say, there will be a follow-up video based on my Zoom call today with Ironman and UTMB.
Jeff Partridge says, sounds like you're looking for an excuse to kick him out, Victoria. I don't need any excuses, Jeff. I've got a whole list of them. It's just which one. No, in all honesty, I have really enjoyed Mr. C's company this year. Dragging me round the slam, although at times I was dragging him.
It is true, certainly on the South Downs Way 100. All I wanted to do was lie down on the side of the trail and go to sleep. Victoria was stronger and she was pulling me round, certainly towards the end of the run, or in the middle of the night. Yeah, I was a bit stronger in the Autumn 100. Victoria was having a terrible time. And by the way, that video will also be out maybe the end of this week, Autumn 100. And because of all the videos that I've been working on in the interim, the UTMB video is still kind of on the shelf. And I've started it, but I'm nowhere near finished it. So you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that. But the Autumn 100 video, that should be out at the end of this week. Yeah, so there we are.
Jeff says you're still going on about the slam, are you? Jeff, we've got plenty of mileage left in this one.
Yeah, you can't hold us back on that, Jeff. like Victoria says, we can talk about that for a good few weeks yet and get away with it, I think. And even if we can't get away with it, we will anyway. 7.5. Oh no, not 7.5. Nearly, not far off 7.5k into the Monday community run. Live on the Zwift Run channel on YouTube and Twitch. And we're still broadcasting on Facebook as well. On the Film My Run channel. Even though Victoria reckons it clogs up, what do you think? Does it clog up the Film My Run Facebook page? Should I not broadcast on Facebook anymore? That's another big debate that's happening in the running community at the moment. Everyone's talking about it, especially in the Cousins household. Should we still broadcast on Facebook? Or should I leave the Film My Run page a bit cleaner? Talking about the slam, Jeff Partridge says, well, as long as it's only weeks and not months or years.
Jeff, I personally think it's still valid during the calendar year of 2023. Please just give me that one.
What about until the next Centurion race? The next Centurion 100 happens. Yeah, don't count the 200. The next, it's valid to talk about the slam until the start of the Thames Path 100 2024, I think.
Jeff is asking you a question. Have you still got any followers on Facebook?
This is a good point that I haven't really considered. Possibly not. 2.5k to go, by the way. 15 minutes left of our Monday community run. Victoria has finished her tour of Watopia run. She's going to go and get me a cup of coffee. Well, that's what she said she'd do. After this conversation, she may not. We'll just have to see what happens. Well, maybe, okay. Right, yeah, see, she's not going to get me a cup of coffee after all that. She says, is there any point? Should I not just go and have a shower? Tina, should Victoria, or should she not make me a cup of coffee before she goes for her shower?
Coffee or wife de-stink?
Jonathan Perkins says, don't worry, Jeff. He'll soon be back to talking about sub-3 marathons. That is true, actually. So we can talk about the Grand Slam up until, let's say, January. And then from January, we're talking about sub-3 marathons again, aren't we? I'm sure Paul Deering will have an adjudicating vote on all of that, though.
Jeff Partridge says, oh God, Jonathan, I don't know. Which is worse?
Right, look, you've only got 2 more kilometres to put up with me. And then you can all go and relax for the evening. It is late. It feels late. It's almost 20 past 8 in the evening. Haven't run this late for ages.
And if by magic Mr. Deering appears?
I think Paul Deering is still charging me £1 every time I talk about sub-3 marathons. So, no, I can say this phrase. I can say the phrase sub-3 marathon. I just can't talk about it in context of any runs that I might or might not have done. I think that's the rule. I don't think Paul can fit any more £1 coins in his jar. There's that many in there. Paul Deering, have you signed up for Brighton Marathon yet, by the way? Or Brighton 10K? We are expecting to see you there. With Mrs. Colville. Yeah, Paul Deering is doing a sub-4 in Brighton, as far as I'm aware, yes. But I don't know if he's actually signed up for it yet. 2 kilometres left. 2 kilometres left for the Beacon group. Right, Jonathan quite likes running at this time, although he did ask his youngest son to put himself to bed at 8 o'clock. What are the chances of that, do we think? 0. Victoria says, thank you all, see you all soon. Right, Paul hasn't yet signed up, but yes, he will be there. And he needs my help to get him round. No problem, Paul. I'll be there for you. Tina says it feels too late for her. Yeah, it feels too late for me as well, I have to say. I will be much happier when it goes back to 6:30. I'm getting old. I need to go and sit under my tartan blanket with my slippers on at this time of night. So, yeah, I'd be looking forward to the time when it goes back to 6:30. 10 minutes to go of the community run here in New York. It's night time in Central Park. Jackie Ramos says there's a question in game. Hang on, let me have a look, Jackie. Right, Jackie says that different to last year, the long run for the Brighton Marathon training should be on Friday, and Saturday should be recovery, and then Sunday should be an outside long run. That is a good point, Jackie, but it would mean missing the Friday ZLDR recovery hour, which we quite often do, which we usually do on a Friday. And I would feel bad about taking people away from the Friday ZLDR run. I'll think about it, Jackie. It's a good point, and I understand your reasoning behind it. So maybe, again, we'll put it to the vote or something. Yes, you might well be right. Friday might be better for the long run. Tina's just encouraging Paul Deering to find somewhere to stay in Brighton because the places are going fast. Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of hotels and B&B and Airbnb in Brighton. I think you should be okay, but yes, it's probably as well getting it booked as early as possible, just in case. Worst comes to the worst, we do have a loft you can sleep in. I mean, it's not converted. I mean, there's spiders and everything and, you know, the immersion heater. But you can sleep on the wooden floorboards in a dark loft. No, I'm joking. It is vaguely converted. It's a 1960s loft conversion, so it's not all modern, but it is a conversion. Jeff Partridge reckons this run feels too late for me because I don't have to get home from work. I've been working very hard today, I'll have you know, Partridge. Oh yes, we do have a van you could sleep in as well, Tina Beard points out. We could make up the bed in the van, Paul Deering, if you fail to find somewhere to stay. And we've got a sofa as well. Victoria's not going to bring me my coffee, is she? It's not going to happen, is it? Definitely not. Right, the camera is pointing at an empty space now, isn't it? Because Victoria's disappeared. You can see my shadow in the mirror, in the windows of the shed. Shall I turn the camera around or shall I just leave it like that? There's only a kilometre to go, isn't there? We'll just leave it. Yes, Jackie, you are right. She says especially because the long run is a medium long run. It's not a proper long run, which you should be doing outside on Sunday. So yeah, I understand that. Okay, I think you might have talked me into it, Jackie. I've forgotten to drop ride-ons, haven't I? Here's Weiss. Well done, Weiss. Well done, Elle. Well done, Theo. Theo has booked up, by the way, for Brighton Marathon as well. Well done, Tina. Amy Green. Jonathan Perkin, well done. Mako is there. And there's Jackie. Well done, Jackie, good job. Amy says, well done, everyone. Yeah, we've got about 900 metres left. Yeah, see, Amy says she wouldn't be able to make Fridays for the long run. So we'll still think about it a little bit. Four minutes remaining of the community run. We'll be back tomorrow with the Film My Run 500 at 10:30 in the morning UK time, 11:35 Central European time, and then tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. UK time we'll be running Tour of Watopia Stage 5. And then we'll be back on Wednesday with Wednesday workout at 5:30 UK time. Bag That Badge is at 7 p.m. on Thursday. And then we may even do another Tour of Watopia on Friday. You can't see me. Oh, no, now you can. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. 2 minutes to go. Appreciate your company today. Appreciate your chat on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for taking part in the conversation. And well done if you ran today. Well done. That's 10k under your belt or 5k, whatever you did. Good job. Oh, God, yeah. Workout Wednesdays 4:30 or 7:30. Not 5:30, is it? Tina Beard points out. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do, whether we're going to do it at 4:30 or 7. What's everybody's opinion? 4:30 or 7:30? I mean, I suppose 7:30 is more of a social time once people are back from work. That's rubbish, isn't it? 7:30 again for a Wednesday workout. Oh, Tina Bid can't do either of those times. Yeah, see, Jeff Partridge still has an hour of work left at 4:30. Jonathan Perkins says 7:30. Okay, we'll probably do 7:30. I think 4:30 is just a bit too early for everyone, isn't it? People are still at work and doing all sorts of things at 4:30. I think we'll have to go for 7:30 on Wednesday for Wednesday workout. And here we are, coming up to 10k. Well done, everyone. Good job. We'll see you all tomorrow. One hour done. 100 metres left. Well done, everyone. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow. Keep going, Jackie. See you tomorrow. And there we are. Jonathan says, cheers all, have a good evening. Yeah, Tina's going to do her own thing on Wednesday. Right, so yes, we do have these timing issues for this week, so I have no idea what time things will be at. Need to check the companion app, have a look and make sure that the runs that you expect to do are at the times that you expect them, because they probably won't be this week. So we'll have to check Bag That Badge as well on Thursday. That might be at 6 o'clock or it might be at 8 o'clock, who knows? But yeah, we will see you tomorrow, 10:35 a.m. UK time for the Film My Run 500, and then 6 p.m. for Tour of Watopia Stage 5 tomorrow evening. Hope to see you at one of those. Take care, have a great rest of your day, whatever you're going to do, even if you're just going to go to bed. Take care, bye-bye.